beautifuls, this is Aromie here, and welcome back to Kokorogawari. I said it right? I don't know, I'm kind of happy that I'm slowly assuming I'm saying it right. Anyway, last episode, we have finally met the last bachelor of our choice. What's his name? Shh. What's his name? Where's the log? Where's the log? I don't know where the— oh, there's love stats? Ooh. Yuya, Shinichi, and Gilliam. Gilliam means Gilliam. 10% with Shinichi, right? I want to go after Yuya. Yeah, I want to go after him. Inigo, good morning. As beautiful as always. Don't give me that. Asami, return to your seat. Don't bother with them. Yes. I returned out. Kokuya was that his name? His last name? I returned back to my seat and glanced at Chiharu. Is it Shiharu or Chiharu? Chiharu? Because, like, in Spirited Away, I believe it was like Shihiro. So it was like Shiharu. Sun glaring at the Chasten seniors. How many times must I tell you guys to stop picking on Asami? We weren't. It was just a joke, Inigo. A joke? Was it a joke, Takahara-kun? Oh, Takahara. Not Kyoga? Who the hell is Kyoga? I think it probably was. Which means it wasn't. It was. Anyway, we gotta start working now, so excuse us. Yeah, we got a meeting. Taka-chan, come over here. As Takahara left, Shiharu-san turned to me. Seriously, they see you after a week and that's what they do? Well, good morning. Huh? Where's everybody? From the marketing department. Gone for the meeting, you're late. Eh? Sorry, Inigo, I had a late night. That doesn't give you an excuse. I'm really sorry, it won't happen again. Shiharu sighed at the sheepish expression of Ichiri's face. I'm not your direct superior anyway. They're in a meeting room too. Thank you, Inigo. Really? Men don't grow up, do they? If this weren't a publishing company but a classroom, they would look like high school boys. While Shiharu-san speaks just like a teacher to them. And Takahara-kun really needs to stop allowing himself to get teased by them. If Shiharu-san started to tease me like that, I wouldn't be able to argue back either. I get where you're coming from, but there is a fine line between respecting seniority and becoming a pushover. What's funny? Nothing, just thinking that Shiharu-san is really cool. Like a teacher even. I wouldn't want to teach even if they doubled my pay. I chuckled at Shiharu-san's reaction as she sat down on their chair opposite me. I'm glad my direct superior is Shiharu-san. She's looked after me since I started my internship and is a perfect example of a career woman. Let's get started on the work. Have you read through yesterday's progress? I did. I saw that there was a template for a brochure. Is that going to be our next project? It is, for a university open house. Oh, I see. It's a season after all. Speaking of which, you're from Tuzaka, aren't you? Yes? Great. Then I will leave this all for you to work on. It should be easy. Easy? Take a look at what's going on the reference file. Doesn't it seem familiar? Facilities boasting 15 lecture halls, 2 club room buildings, 2 auditoriums. Huh? This is for Tozaka's open house, isn't it? Exactly, so you had no problems getting this done. I won't. Just what I need to hear. Starting for today, there is 1 week to get this done, which should be more than enough for you. Alright, I'll work on it now. But I feel kind of strange having to write good things about the school I'm attending. That's the whole purpose. Make the bad good and the good even better. I'll be joining the meeting for the marketing side now. Eiko and Jin will be coming later on, so do whatever you can and send it to them. I feel like I'm having hiccups. Okay, got it. Make the bad good and the good even better. I guess what business is inevitable. How much of the world runs on honesty anyway? In the same way, as much as I like to be completely honest with myself and others all the time, some circumstances require you to lie or hide parts of the truth. It's just human nature. Damn. I think my eyes are gonna get glued to the screen. I need a break. Break. Lunch, anyone? Me, please. Taka-chan, what about you? Sorry, Senpai. I want to finish up this part before I go. Why do you have so much work? Who assigned it to you? Senpai, I'm really hungry, so can we go now, Sukiya? Sukiya sounds good. I heard they have a new Karage set? Karage or Karage? A Japanese cooking technique in which various foods, most often small pieces of chicken, but also other meat and fish, are marinated, lightly coated with seasoned wheat flour and potato starch mixed, and then deep fried in oil. Ooh! Senpai, quickly! Well, alright then. Takahara will be there if you come quick enough. Yes, thank you. Asami, do you want to go for lunch too? I'll look over what you've done so far. I will then. Thank you. Oh, I'm just leaving. Bye. Now where should I eat? Further away from the office would be good. As I walked down the street, I came across a shop that I had never seen before. Oh, is this the new ramen and gyoza stall? People say that woman eating alone in a ramen stall is sad, but I couldn't care less. Thinking so, I slid open the door of the ramen shop. Hello? Welcome! Any ramen or gyoza for you? They all look nice, I'll just pick something random. Tonkatsu ramen, please. Alright, take a seat, and here's a warm hand wipe for you while you wait. Thank you. I know in Japan, I think there was like 4 different types of ramen flavors, right? I forgot which one I had when Tyler's brother took us to this ramen spot that he said was so amazing, but I honestly did not like it. There are only 2 other customers, even though it's lunchtime. I feel bad for the owner, but it's just right for me. Thanks to the seniors announcing where they're going to eat, I got to avoid them. I want to be able to take it if I have to be pestered again like in January about who I like and what I think of this guy or that guy. I wonder what goes on in some people's head. There's so much more to life than relationships. Why do people try so hard to settle down? Secretly lambasting people whose only life goal is to get married, I looked around as I waited. A short while later, the store owner returned with a bowl of piping hot ramen. Here you go, tonkatsu ramen. Thank you. Picking up my chopsticks and a Chinese spoon, I lightly blew on the broth before taking a sip. Wow, this is good. Glad to hear that. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome. Sorry, I said it so quietly, like, welcome. Welcome. Oh, you came yesterday, didn't you? Yes, I did. Thank you for remembering me. Of course I remember. Take a seat. Who is it? This is good stuff. I wonder how long you boiled the broth for. If the noodles aren't too springy or too soggy, just right. As I prepared to take another bite of the noodles, a voice called out to me. Eh? Matsubayashi-san. I'm sorry for calling you out so suddenly. Are you alright? Takahara Yuya? I covered my mouth as I continued coughing and the ramen store came by. Or ramen store owner came by, not the ramen store itself. Whoa, girl, are you okay? Here, drink this cup of tea. Thank you. I'm really sorry, Matsubayashi-san. It's fine, I just didn't expect anyone to come here. Just when I thought I could get some peace and quiet. I did not expect to see Matsubayashi-san here as well, since it's a little far from where the office is. Have you decided what you'll have? Today's special is the gyoza set. Oh, yes. I'm sorry, then I'll take the gyoza set, please. Alright. Takahara settled down onto the seat beside me before speaking again. That's so cute. I love that little animation. I'm really sorry for calling out suddenly. I hope you're alright now. Yes, I'm fine. But I thought you would have gone to Sukiya with the others. Well, I ate here yesterday and I liked it, so I wanted to come again. I see. A believable excuse, but I understand his feelings. Someone like Takahara wouldn't enjoy noisy lunches with the seniors as well. What happened in the morning is just a prelude to what would happen at lunch. I hope you don't mind me sitting here. Sorry. No, I don't mind. It's kind of awkward though, because I totally have no idea what to say since I'm not on familiar terms with them. But we don't really have to chat. I'll just finish my food and go. As I ate another mouthful of ramen, the store owner came by again. Here, boy, warm hand wipe. Thank you. Gyoza set. Thank you. Tea? Condiments over there. Or over here. Sorry. Yes, please. Matsubayashi-san? Yes? Just as I thought, it was getting a little awkward. I guess a little small talk is polite since he's sitting beside me. I'm sorry for what the senior said in the morning. Because of me, you were almost treated like an errand girl. It's fine, they're always doing such things, and it's better to just play along sometimes. Isn't that what you do? Well, yes. They are our seniors after all. But I have to apologize for getting you involved. Don't worry about that. It's good training for what the real working world is like. If you say so, then I'm relieved. Though Shiharu-san did mention that there is a fine line between respect and seniority and being a pushover. Matei-san said so? Takahara looked down and seemingly disappointed. I don't think she meant it in a bad way. She's probably looking out for you. Yes, she is. He seems kind of worried when talking about Shiharu-san. I wonder if he was scolded by her before. Reminding him of that during lunch isn't very nice. I should randomly comment on something else. Talking about work during lunch isn't exactly a good topic either, but I really have no other ideas. I hope you finished what you were working on in the morning. Oh, yes, I'm almost done with it. Thank you for asking. Did you come to the office really early just to work on it? Since you even skipped breakfast. Yes, at 7 a.m. That's early. Is he a workaholic or what? My apologies again for what happened earlier. Somehow it's embarrassing for a grown man to have his stomach growl like that. I should be the one apologizing that my university's open house is giving you so much work. Your university? Takahara paused for a few moments before catching on. Oh, right. Matsubayashi-san is from Tozaka? Yes. Are there many things your department has to handle for this project? It's normal workload when compared to all the others we've had so far. I see. I thought Tozaka's open house was giving you trouble. No, not at all. I actually finished my work for the open house earlier on. Really? But why do you still seem so busy? Ijari-san needed help for the Kagaya project, so I thought that should finish as part of the work. What? Does that mean Ijiri pushed his work onto Takahara? That's even worse than getting asked to buy drinks. Are you fine with that? About me doing Ijiri-san's part of the work? Well, sorry if I'm being meddlesome, but it seems Ijiri-san is pushing his work onto you. Oh no, thank you very much for your concern. But I think I said it in a way that made you misunderstand. What do you mean misunderstand? The truth is, Ijiri-san goes to the same seminars as me and Kyo, I don't know. And we were invited to... He's dating our friend! Oh, he's dating our friend! And we were invited to a Gokon last week. Since I didn't want to go, but Ichiri-san wanted to, taking up the remainder of his work gave me an excuse to decline. Gokon? Why are so many people planning Gokons? Is everyone in a rush to get hooked up? No, wait a minute. Am I subtly remembering? The truth is, a high school friend of mine planned a Gokon with some high-profile guys from K. One guy from K who was supposed to go had to cancel this morning because he got called into work. Takahara should learn from Ijiri, you know. I heard he got a girlfriend last week. Takahara-san is from K? Yes, I am. I'm majoring in business. Now I see the bigger picture. I completely forgot that Takahara is from K University. But seeing that I forgot I was from Tozaka as well, that isn't surprising since we don't speak to each other much at work. Matsubayashi-san, is something the matter? No, nothing. The both of us were actually invited to the Gokon but didn't go in the end. Since Takahara seems to avoid noisy places as well, I guess we were lucky to get excuses to decline. Though I can't say that because I didn't go only because of Mom's fault. So that means you had to stay back yesterday to finish the work? Yes, I did not want the project to drag on, so I decided to do Ijiri-san's part of the work too. It's good that he's serious about his job, but no matter how I see it, Ijiri is just taking advantage of that situation. But still, I would think Ijiri-san making you do his work is just to I would think that Ijiri-san making you do his work just to go to Gokon is not exactly a nice thing to do. After all, a job is a job. That may be true, but I chose to do it because I have to. Have to? That's a strange way of putting it. And isn't choosing to do and having to do pretty contradictory? Oh, well, the department's work is a collective effort. It sounds like something a serious person like him would say. I guess on a positive note, that also adds to work experience. It does. I suppose you weren't very interested in the Gokon anyway. Takahara laughed a little awkwardly at my statement. More than being interested or not, lively places like that don't really suit me. I see. Besides, the relationship isn't really something I want to handle until I have to. Have to? Again? Oh, I meant until I'm ready for it. Ready to, sorry. Boy, that's a good attitude to have. Though, don't wait too long or the girls will all run away. Oh, you heard me. Nothing to be embarrassed about. More tea? No thank you, I should get going soon. How's the gyoza? I took special care to make it crispy on the outside and juicy on the inside. It's very delicious, and the ramen I ate yesterday was very good too. That's good to hear. Girl, more tea for you? No, I'm fine. I should get going as well. Thank you for the food. The tonkatsu... Tonkatsu or tonkatsu? I don't know. Ramen was great. Then you definitely have to come again. Boy, you too. Yes, I will. The food is great, and it's not very noisy here. Boy, I'm glad you complimented the food, but the latter hurts my business. Huh? I'm very sorry. That's not what I meant. It's fine, it's fine. I was only joking with you. Oh, it was a joke. Of course it was. I'm glad then. Thank you for the food. Thank you. Come again. So they did have things to talk about after all. Youngsters these days are so awkward. Must be the invention of all those gadgets. He was eavesdropping us. What the hell? That was a good lunch. It sure was. I hope I didn't intrude your lunchtime. I didn't know you would be there. Of course not. Anyone is free to eat there. I guess we were lucky to find that place. Which reminds me, Matsubayashi-san. I think I will take my leave here. Sure, you have something to do? No, but in case the seniors see us together like this, they might misunderstand and tease us again. That's true. I don't want to have to deal with them again. It's not as if we're doing anything wrong, so we need to hide. It's not as if we're doing anything wrong, so we need to hide. But frankly, it gets annoying. Alright then, I'll get going first. Yes, thank you for your company at lunch. Being here. Takahara disappeared into a convenience store and I started walking back to the office. It's just social graces, but Takahara can be overly polite at times. But of course that is way better than the seniors who completely disregard the feelings of others. One thing I find strange though is how Takahara doesn't seem to talk to the seniors at all, unless it's for work or when they tease him. I can understand why he wouldn't want to with the noisy ones, but it seems like he doesn't hang out with even the more mature ones like Ogurajin and Maiko. Maiko? Perhaps he prefers a quiet lunch like me, which is why he would even choose to eat in the ramen stall in the first place. But whatever his intention, who am I to judge what someone else does? After all, in this world, for every 10 people, there will be 10 different opinions. That's a good quote. He is cute. I feel like I would go after him if I purchased this game. Whenever it's out. Shiharu-san, I'm done with editing the column for the news magazine, and I've sent it over to you. Okay, good. Shin and I will do the rest tomorrow. You're done for the day, right? I am, but should I send it over to Okira-san as well? No, that's fine. I'll do it. It's been a hard day, and it's already 30 minutes past the end of your shift. You go on home. Thank you. I'll excuse myself then. It's been a hard work day, and it's already 30 minutes. Oh, wait. What? Why did I play again? I don't understand. I glanced over to where the marketing department was and saw that all of them were still working. Oh, the marketing department is still working. Senpai, I'll excuse myself for the day. Bye, Matsu-chan. Thanks for your work. Seems like Takahara soon grows to hear me. Well, good luck to him. Aww. And when it was my turn to draw the lot from the back, he winked at me. Wink at you? Why would he do that? Do I really have to explain? It just means he was flirting. Okay. And then we happened to get the same number as we formed a pair. Doesn't that just mean he planned it that way? Which is why he winked at you? Of course not. There's... I'm just being super sarcastic and dragging it out like, really? Of course not. The lots are totally random. It's fate. Fate? That's extreme. Even if he didn't plan it, it's just a coincidence. When we left the karaoke lounge, he took my number and gave me his. And the very next day, he called me out for lunch, as you know. I was lunch with him. It was so good. He booked a restaurant. Can you believe it? Sounds exactly like what rich boys do to hook girls in. But the whole time we were eating, I was so self-conscious about whether I was using my cutlery right or not. I was so nervous that I left so much food over. Sounds tough. Did he notice you were nervous? I don't know, but I hope he doesn't think that I didn't enjoy the meal. That's what I'm more afraid of. How did he respond after the meal and all? He was very kind. He promised to see me again. So that means he's interested in you as well, right? I don't know. Ugh! What if he saw my bad table manners and lost interest? Your table manners are absolutely fine, Rika. It's not as if you licked the plate or anything. Ew, of course not. Then it should be fine, right? Yeah, but he's brought up as an elite after all. I'm sure there are some etiquettes that commoners like us don't follow. It kind of reminds me of Takahara being overly polite. I hope he wasn't being a jerk and pointed out that you were holding the spoon wrong or something. Nothing of the sort, but he kind of stared at me when I started cutting the chicken. It was then I started regretting it. I should have ordered fish instead. Being that uptight over just a meal is silly. It's just silly. If you don't mind me being honest, Rika. What? You think he doesn't like me after all? No, not that. Just that if he minds things like that even before you start officially dating, then what else will bother him when you actually start dating each other? Well, that's... I don't know if he minds. But I don't want to leave a bad impression. I mean, if you're worrying about something like that at such an early stage, I'm just anxious. But I'm sure it'll work out. I think he likes me. And do you like him? I don't know. I think so. You're not sure about your own feelings, but you think he likes you. He kept talking to me during the go-con. He got my number, he called me out for lunch, and he held my hand in the cinema. What? On the second day we met? Rika, isn't that a little too forward? I mean, you've only met each other twice and he holds your hand? Rika replied a little defensively. Really? I think it was romantic. Romantic? She just can't see that he's taking advantage of her. I was in the same position with a certain someone when she was dating someone, and I was like, aren't you guys going a little too fast? And then she's like, I don't know. Alright, whatever. You do you, boo-boo. I tried. It's like when you have that one friend you give advice to, they listen to it, but they do the exact opposite. It's like, why did I even waste my time? Why? So, does this mean you're a couple with him now? Huh? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Well, he hasn't asked yet. He didn't formally ask you out, but he held your hand? Sami, not everything has to go by the book, you know. That's not how romance works. It's gonna work that way with me. I'm old-fashioned. I'm not gonna be like, oh, let's go to this go-con, and oh, take me out on a date, and oh, hold my hand. No. Let's be friends first, get to know each other, so that we know a little bit about each other before we date. Because I'd rather like know someone before dating them. Because Tyler, the phone goes off in his time. I don't know if you guys hear that. It's like it's in the background. But Tyler and I, we started off as friends before we dated. We didn't even get along to begin with. We did not get along. He would always make fun of me. I did not understand why. And he does not remember. I've mentioned this plenty of times. He's really stubborn. I don't want to be a busybody, but I really don't want her to get unnecessarily hurt again. And she doesn't know her own feelings well, so she's waiting for something to happen. I'm not going to poke my nose into it, but if you feel uncomfortable, rushing into a relationship for the sake of having one might not be healthy. Asami, I know you care, but I know this will work out. Seems like she's not going to change her mind. I just have to hope the best for her. Alright then, when are you going to meet him again? That... I'm not sure. Why? He says he's busy during the weekends and will let me know again. Is that why you're worried that he lost interest? Yeah. I shouldn't be saying irresponsible things, but seeing Rika is so unlike her usual bubbly self just doesn't feel right. Don't worry, Rika. I'm sure he'll call you soon. Yeah, thanks. Don't lose sleep over it. I'm not that anxious, you know. Good, then, by the way, I should go now. I have a class and my internships tomorrow. Plus, it's almost the deadline for the gallery piece. Okay, then I'll see you soon. I'll be seeing you soon. I'll be seeing you. She didn't even say soon. Why am I adding that? Thanks for listening. Anytime. See you. Were we a good friend there? I don't know. I haven't seen my bedroom in a long time. I'm pretty sure I just saw it like a couple minutes ago or probably last episode, but seeing it in this lighting, I feel like I haven't seen it in this lighting. My phone's ringing. It's charging and I can't check. I've been trying to come up with something for the gallery, but I keep thinking about what Rika said instead. I want to support Rika in her relationship, but that guy doesn't seem like a good person for it at all. I'm not being a prude, but holding her hand on the second meeting, it's so obvious that he's looking for someone easy. Rika can be naive when it comes to guys, which is why she got cheated on by her first boyfriend. Besides, I've never liked someone so much that I'd get nervous just eating with them. But it seems to me that Rika's anxiousness is about pleasing him rather than because she likes him. Or are they related? Does liking someone mean wanting to please them? Even if you're not sure about your own feelings. But if you have to be worried about how someone will see you, and whether you like this trait or that trait in you, it's just going to be painful. The anxiety before your relationship, the anxiety during the relationship, the hurt if it fails. Is a relationship really worth it? Why do people have to get together? I really don't understand. What's going on? Oh, just a long transition going on. When I see you for only half a day, I feel like I've not seen you at all. That's because we're glued to our computers. Chiharu sighed at my statement. One of these days we should have dinner together with Jin and Michael too. Anigo, what about us? If you guys come along, it'll be a rampage rather than a dinner. That's not true, Anigo. Or Anigo, I'm not quite sure. We're not as quiet as Takahara, but we do behave in public, you know. So they do have some self-awareness that they misbehave in the office. Speaking of which, where is he? Taka-chan isn't scheduled to work today. He has classes. That's so. Oh, is that so? Anyway, Asami, you better get going. The useless chatter of these guys can last all night. Alright then, I'll excuse myself for the day. See you on Friday. So Takahara isn't here today. For some reason, I feel relieved. Even though fourth years like us don't have any classes, it must still be quite tough to have to stay late for work. I don't get the feeling that Takahara is looking for a long-term stay in this company, so I wonder why he works so hard for it. I guess in the end, men are all about focusing on their careers. Aren't you doing the same, though? You're focusing on a career. Don't judge the man. The following day, I was sitting in the corner of the library, resting my head on my hands. The open house is next week, and yet I've yet to come up with anything. I've reworked sketches twice, but no matter how I see it, these sakura are just too lifeless to be considered hope. I know I shouldn't be so hung up on using sakura, but the theme is too generalized for me to get any good ideas. Koga said he was looking forward to my piece, and while obviously not trying hard because of him, I want to create something I'm satisfied with. After all, this is a piece that others will look at, and if they don't see the hope that it stands for, my piece won't have much meaning. Club will start in about 20 minutes, so I should get going soon. Maybe I should ask Tatsuno-sensei for advice. As I stood up to leave, a familiar voice called out to me. Hi, Asami-san. Koga, don't call me by my first name. Guards tight as usual, huh? What were you doing here? Just working on my piece for the gallery. Oh, really? Yes. So, did you come here to get reference books for your piece? No, I was just reworking my sketches. Where the... Oh, you're not done with sketches yet. Open house is next week, you know. I know, I'm just not satisfied with what I have. Why not? It's just too simple and doesn't fit the theme somehow. We're gonna stop here, though. I think there's maybe one more after this. I'm not too positive. But anyway, hope you guys are enjoying this so far. This story, I feel, is like in a slow pace. But I'm sure there's a reason why it's all very slow paced for us to learn about the characters. Or at least that's why I'm assuming it's taking like a steady pace, unlike a lot of visual novels where you quickly go, they throw you out there, go pick a guy, hurry up, pick him, go and grab him, and then oh, let's fall in love. So yeah, I feel like this game is teaching us the value of love, maybe from different people's point of views, and like the struggle of trying to tell your friend like, hey, he is using you, but she's gonna be stubborn and be like, no, he's not, you're just jealous of what we have. No, come on. Sorry, I'm being so dramatic. I need food. I need sleep. I am sleep deprived. I am very hyper. I don't know why. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.